Hey guys, so I'm working on a '04 Ford E250 Econoline van, having issues with the air conditioner in it. Took it to a shop, had trouble with it not cutting on, and took it to a shop and they said the compressor's going bad, that they did put more Freon in it, or put Freon in it to top it off, and it lasted maybe a week, and it wasn't working again. So I decided to, as you can tell, it's not making a noise. They were acting like it was on its last leg, a lot of rattling, and when we were driving it, I didn't hear that, so I was like, something's not right. So I decided to check the refrigerant in it, and it didn't have any in it. So I decided to pull a vacuum, since it didn't have any Freon or refrigerant in it, and it held vacuum. So that was an indication that they possibly overcharged it and it relieved itself around the compressor, possibly. Anyway, it didn't have any refrigerant in it. I pulled the vacuum, checked the gauges, and it held vacuum for 30 minutes with no leaks. I messed with the pressure switch on these, or the compressor pressure switch, which is tied in with the accumulator, and I noticed that it didn't seem like it was working. When you unplug this and you put a paper clip in it to make the compressor stay on, I don't know if you can see it. Yep, there it is right there. The compressor is on. And to be able to charge it, I put the paper clip in it to make this turn on, and I noticed that it wasn't turning on like it should with the paper clip in it. So I thought that the pressure switch was going bad. Got a new pressure switch and was still having a problem with the compressor cutting on and off. So I checked the wiring, and I thought, I have seen forums where the wiring on these go bad, or the connector, and so I replaced the connector, which is just above. I actually rewired. You can see the red and black wires right there. So I actually rewired and put a new connector switch on it, thinking it was the connector switch, and still the compressor wouldn't cut on. It would be a hit and miss. Like if you would wiggle the wires, or you could finally get the compressor or the clutch to click on, and I was running out of options. So I replaced the pressure switch, pulled the vacuum, no leaks, replaced the connector here at the compressor, and the only other option I could think of was that for some reason the clutch is not engaging. So what I did was sprayed the clutch as a last ditch effort, because I thought I was going to have to buy another compressor. But all I did was sprayed it with some of this, what do you call this? The QD electronic cleaner. Sprayed that all over the clutch while it wasn't running. Just sprayed it all up in there with the clutch, and because it was dirty, had a lot of dirt or road grime, about what you see here, with all the pollen over the years and sand, road dirt and stuff like that. It was kind of not really caked up with it, but it was dried around the clutch with that stuff. So I sprayed it with that electric cleaner, and so far I haven't had any issues at all, and everything's working. So I just wanted to kind of go over this. Normally, if you can't get the clutch to kick on, it's usually your pressure switch, and I ended up changing the connector to the compressor, thinking that was an issue, and it's so nice and cold in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it off just to show you guys that this thing does work. Now after just spraying all around the clutch, as you can see, it's not spinning. The clutch is not spinning, and so normally it is the pressure switch, but in this case it was not the pressure switch. It was just a dirty clutch on the compressor. And so just some things to try. If it's not the pressure switch, or you've replaced this pressure switch and you're still having trouble with the compressor turning on, and just spray the clutch. The magnets in it, I guess, weren't seating the way it should be, and spray it with that electronic cleaner, and she's been working now for 2 weeks. So anyway, just wanted to pass this along for anybody having trouble with their air conditioner. Thanks, guys.